أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين. The Quran is encoded with deep knowledge, and depending on our level of understanding, we will either get the real meaning behind it or we would not. Now, if you take the Quran literally, take the verse literally that there's an invisible sky daddy looking down at us, then your level of understanding is limited. The Quran is not just a book of stories that mothers use to tell us before we sleep. The Quran is more than just a fairy tale. It is a guide to our life. It is our guide to life. The Quran is filled with laws that will keep society moving on the right path, and it is also filled with scientific facts for people to believe. Now, some people say that the Quran just came down on the Prophet and we should take the verses as it is. But the Quran, or Allah said in the Quran, that the Quran has everything we need in our life. So, if the Quran is our guide to life, as God said, why do we still differ in certain things? Why is there Sunnis and Shias? Why is this and that? It is because we only took the Quran literal. As I said, the Quran is encoded with deep knowledge. And today, inshallah, I'm going to give you one of these examples to show you that the Quran is more than just a book with words in it. If you've watched my videos before, I've used the science of Al-Jafr. Now, this is the first time I will use the science of Al-Jafr. Al-Jafr is cryptology. I will use this science on a verse in the Quran. Cryptology, for those who do not know what it is something you use in order to extract a hidden message within something. Like if you have a sentence, just like the Da Vinci Code, if you have a sentence, you are able to extract another sentence from it. Now, can we do that with the Quran? Of course we can do that with the Quran, because the Quran is the kitab. And there is something else called Kitab, the mother of the books, which contains everything. The Quran is just the encoded version of Kitab. So, today I will use Muawiyah, the son of Abu Sufyan, Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan, as an example. I will extract something about Muawiyah in the Quran. Now, since today or tomorrow is Eid al-Ghadir, I will be talking about Muawiyah, since he was the number one enemy of Imam Ali. And I will prove to you from the Quran that he and his descendants are nothing but cursed hypocrites, using a verse from the Quran. Now, there is a verse in the Quran that says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ قلنا لك إن ربك أحاط بالناس وما جعلنا الرؤيا التي أريناك إلا فتنة للناس والشجرة الملعونة في القرآن ونخوفهم فما يزيدهم إلا طغيانا كبيرا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We said to you that your Lord encompasses humanity. We did not make the vision we showed you except a test for the people and the tree cursed in the Quran. We frightened them, but that only increases their defiance. Now, what is the cursed tree in the Quran? Now, if you take this verse literal, as I said before, you would just think it's just a tree cursed. It's a god cursed a tree, and that tree is in heaven, in hell. Some tafsir, some interpretation says it's a tree in hell. But if you think more about it, why would God curse a tree? A tree that doesn't have intellect, that can't think, that can't do good, that can't do bad. You know? So, if we go deep within the word tree, we can see that the word tree here means a family tree. In the Arabic language, the word shajara could also mean shajarat al-a'ila. So here, the word shajara means a family tree. A cursed family. A cursed tree in the Quran. See, Allah says, وَالشَّجَرَ الْمَلْعُونَ فِي الْقُرْآنِ. The cursed tree in the Quran. Where is this cursed tree? What is it called? How do we find out which tree it is? I'm going to use the science of Al-Jafr to extract and find what is this tree God is talking about in the Quran. I'm going to write the verse down. Wa al-shajara al-mal'una fi al-Quran. Now you see, this is not the full verse, but this is just part of the verse. Al-shajara, al-mal'una, I'm not going to use the waw. The waw is in the verse, but I'm not going to use it. All I need is the cursed tree in the Quran, not and, only the cursed tree in the Quran, and we will see what is this cursed tree in the Quran. Now Al-Jafr is decoding this verse, or this part of the verse. I will decode it, and I will show you how I'm going to decode it. The way I'm going to decode it is, I'm gonna separate each letter. Alif, Lam, Sheen, Jim, Ra, Ta, Alif, Lam, Mim, Lam, Ain, Waw, Noon, Ha, Fa, Ya, Alif, Lam, Qaf, Ra, Alif, Noon. Now, this is the same thing, but the letters are separate. Al-shajara al-mal'una fi al-Quran. Now, I'm sorry if you do not understand Arabic or know how to read Arabic, but this is the only way I'm able to do this. And that is why the Quran came down in Arabic. Inshallah, in another video, maybe in the future, I will talk about why the Quran came down in Arabic and not in any other language. Now we have the same letters here. We have them here. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cancel each repetition and write it once. Like alif. I'm going to cancel this one, the repeated letters. Okay, and I'm going to write one alif here. Alif. Same thing I'm going to do for lam. Lam, lam, lam. Sheen, there's only one. Jim, there's only one. Ra, only one. Ta, there's only one. Mim, only one. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I used the lam already, I forgot to cancel it. Ain, only one. Waw, Noon, there's one here and one here. Ha, Fa, Ya, Qaf, and Ra. I already used it, so I forgot to take it out, so here it is. Here's ra so that you don't say I forgot or anyways. Now we are left with these letters. From these letters we are able to extract another sentence. Okay? Shin jay Shin jim ra te marbuta, which makes shajara or shajarat. Shin jim ra ta. And then we have the word, we have mim. Check this out. Ain, alif, waw, ya. You know where I'm going, right? And ha. Subhanallah. The sentence I'm left with is shajarat Muawiyah, the tree of Muawiyah. So, which tree is cursed in the Quran? It's shajarat Muawiyah, the tree of Muawiyah. The enemies of Ahlul Bayt are the cursed tree in the Quran. Now, some people are going to ask, but wait, you have letters left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Lam, Nun, Fa, Qaf. This is called the second dimension, or actually the third dimension. Lam, Nun, Fa, Qaf. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did up, but first I'm going to go to the third dimension and write the word in a three-dimensional way. Like, listen, like lam, I'm going to write it the way it's pronounced. Lam. Then noon, then fa, then qaf. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did up here. I'm going to separate the letters. Lam, alif, mim, noon, waw, noon, fa, alif, hamza, qaf, alif, fa. And I'm going to take away the repetitions like I did up. Lam, lam, alif, 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 mim, mim, noon, noon, fa, fa, waw, I forgot the fa here, sorry, and qaf. Okay, now I'm left with these letters. From these letters, we could also make a word. I will show you what this word is. This word is al-munafiqun. The hypocrites. The hypocrites. So, the cursed tree in the Quran is the tree of Muawiyah. And what are they? They are hypocrites. Yeah, I'm sorry. I used the alif twice. Here, I shouldn't use the alif twice. It should be like this. Al-munafiqun. Why? Because in the Quran sometimes the words doesn't have an alif. There's a small alif here. Al-munafiqun. So, subhanallah. The cursed tree in the Quran is the tree of Muawiyah, and what are they? They are munafiqun. So when we do la'na on Muawiyah, we are not doing it like from our own self. If the Quran does la'na on Muawiyah and his family, I think we too should do la'na on Muawiyah and his family because they are the enemies of Islam. Not only Ahlul Bayt, they are the enemies of Islam. And the first Islamophobe was Muawiyah. Because Muawiyah did not, of course Muawiyah and his family, and his father, did not want Islam to spread the right way. They wanted to gain power through Islam. They used the sword to spread Islam, which is wrong. They did it for their own, not for Islam. They didn't fight for Islam. They fight for their own selves, for their own power and their own kingdom in the name of Islam, which is not what should happen. So the people you see today who curse Islam and talk about Islam in a bad way is because of these people. It's because of Muawiyah and his descendants. And the war is still going till now between Muawiyah and his descendants and the Prophet and his descendants. And inshallah in a video in the future I will also talk about that. And as I said, the people we see today that bash Islam, talk bad about Islam, are not the true Islamophobes. Muawiyah and his family and his descendants are the true Islamophobes because they didn't want true Islam to be spread. Anyways, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad at-tayyibin at-tahirin. I hope you enjoyed the video, inshallah. This is Al-Jafr. I will make more videos about it in the future. I hope you like it. Please share with your friends. Share it with your friends. Let me know what you think. And see you in the next video, inshallah. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد والعن أعداءهم والعن معاوية والعن شجرة معاوية والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته, dear brothers and sisters.